He was past the point of missing the innocent days, but in all honesty, he didn't understand why the young lady was putting so much effort into becoming such a perfect creature. Why did the music stop? One evening, while she was cooking a special dish from a recipe she'd learned on the TV, the whole thing accompanied by a candlelit table, in order to celebrate his birthday, he dared to ask, "Say, Ambre, why are you doing so much for me?" The too honest question came like a hammer's blow. His complete incomprehension sounded like an insult. Oh shit. She'd probably spent hours gussing up in the bathroom to look fresh and at her best, and hours had gone to tidying the house, cleaning every nook and cranny until it was spotless. She'd probably spent hours decorating and hours tending to this godforsaken rose, laboriously cutting vegetables, and here he was asking her why she was trying this hard. The knife in her hands fell violently on the floor, emitting a metallic sound that meant nothing good.
Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
Ambre's voice trembled dangerously. Getting close, he noticed her frenetically shaking hands. Eyes wide open, soaked in tears, she exploded.
Because I want you to love me.
Oh shit, she said it.
I want you to look at me. Why don't you ever look at me? Am I not good enough? Is that it? I will never be as good as she was, will I?
Damn, she just popped the bottle. Okay, oh my god. She? But Ambre, who are you talking about? Dumbfounded, Tristan held her in his arms as tightly as he could. No, he definitely couldn't understand. He couldn't understand such intense and sudden sobs. Reassured by his gesture, Ambre wanted to explain herself.
I'm sorry. I'll never be able to replace her.
Who are you trying to replace, Ambre? Tell me.
Your wife. I can see her departure left you very sad. I want to bring a smile back to your face. I want to take her place so you'd forget about her.
For a split second, Tristan Mallory was breathless. It was surreal. He would have pinched himself to make sure he wasn't dreaming, but no. The pain in his chest was far too real, too pitiful, carved in him. How could he answer such a declaration? How could he find the right words? Yep, when a little girl told you that, you're gonna be speechless. Catching his breath with difficulty, the 30-year-old man took Ambre by the shoulders and looked her in the eye for a long time. After a sigh, he affirmed, "Listen, I will never be able to forget my wife, alright? It's impossible. But that doesn't mean I don't want you. It's the exact opposite, actually. You're very dear to me, Ambre. You hear me? I need you. You already have her place." Holy shit! Am I just confused, or am I thinking what I'm thinking? I don't know. So please, stop crying. Don't make it harder than it is. The young girl shyly dried her tears and her features changed to an adorably naive expression. She looked sincerely despaired.
You're okay with me?
What made you think I'd abandon you, huh? Oh, they're both crying, okay.
Nothing. It's just that you seem to love her so much. I'm a bit jealous.
My voice starting to crack, I'm sorry. Why is that?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
When I look at those pictures, I can't help but tell myself I must absolutely make you happy. I think I love you.
Holy, oh my god, I almost fell out of my seat. Oh shit. Oh, let me just clarify something. You love her as a dad, right? Right, Ambre? Tristan felt all the courage and determination he had worked up melting, and he started sobbing as well. But I love you too. It's always been like that. I love so much it makes me sick. It should, oh my god. No way. 30-year-old and oh shit.
For real? You're not treating me like a kid? Of course not.
I mean, of course not.
Then prove it.
Oh, no. Oh. No. Oh. How should I? God, no. I'm scared to go to the next scene.
Show me you love me like a man's loves a woman.
Oh shit. You want me to do that? Oh. I'm speechless right now. Ambre silently nodded. She seemed dead set on it. So Tristan slowly and softly kissed her. Oh my god. I want to punch something. I want to punch something. The warm and pleasurable feeling went to his head. For a few seconds, he felt as if he was holding his wife in his arms. He thought she had really come back. Then Ambre is like a cover-up. Like, so he just forgets. Oh my god. The delicate vanilla-scented skin reminded him of happy days. Long afternoons spent in the sun, of laughter, of peaceful evenings under the light of the stars, or by a fire, or beneath a shared umbrella in a storm. Wait, how old is Ambre right now? If she looks like a 12-year-old, or even 8. I don't know. She was here, so close, so far, within a finger's reach. He only had to close his eyes and believe in this dream. The illusion smiled faintly at him, and at his limit he embraced her. If you only knew how much I love you. He had so many things he wished to tell her, so many that the words got stuck in his throat, unable to escape. So, since he lacked the words to make her understand what he was feeling, he used his body. I'm gonna die right now. As dawn's rays of oh shit, they did it. They did it? I don't know. As dawn's rays of light crept through the window, Ambre was profoundly asleep, lying atop Tristan's still lukewarm body. Eyes surrounded by dark circles, the weight of regrets. Yep, regrets. A fatigue he couldn't get rid of. He stared at her with a sad smile on his face. It was only a dream, right? When you wake up, you'll be a kid again, right? The only answer he got was a light groaning, softened by such a serene face. He left a kiss on her fresh cheeks. As soon as he did, the sleeping lips spread to form a happy smile. I wonder what you're dreaming about. Say, won't you invite me over there? From that strange night on, in a paroxysm of lies, Ambre got Tristan to agree to be somewhat official couple. Oh my god. That she asked for an engagement ring and would not hesitate to walk the streets locked to his arm. Soon it wasn't enough anymore. Avidly, ferociously even, she couldn't satisfy herself with the girlfriend status. She needed more. She needed to surpass the woman that was there before her invisible rival, whose shadow was always looming like Damocles' sword. Damocles? I don't know. So she would drag Tristan to wedding shops, dreaming of the perfect ceremony in her day of glory. The magazines, the adverts, the TV, the whole world was telling her that was I can't read it anymore. So what happiness was. So wasn't it only natural for her to take a hold of it with his both hands? Wasn't very little girl's dream? Little girls' dream aren't like that, you know, Ambre. The wedding has promised and sold like a real-life fairy tale application. A very expensive, beautiful dress. A princess's dress was necessary. The bride had to be the story's heroine. Everyone would keep their eyes glued on her and only her. And she would have all the accessories and cosmetics and superficial stuff in which the stars constantly bathed. The famous singers all lived in some sort of permanent wedding, a strange and unlikely fantasy. Ambre too wanted to taste this kind of heaven she was constantly told the merits of. So she pushed Tristan to her to please her. He asked for her hand in marriage, and both of them organized a great ceremony. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! On that day, Ambre, still so frail, seemed to shine more brightly than ever. On that day, Ambre thought she had finally erased all traces of her rival. But it still wasn't enough. The life she was living didn't seem perfect enough just yet. She still needed a few things to be entirely fulfilled. She desired to breed a family. Damn, little girls these days. After all, they had sold marriage to her like a never-ending fairy tale. But she still needed a goal to keep on living. And it was said that a biological role, her natural role, was of course to breed. A real woman should obviously want to become mother. It was an unchanging law that was probably written somewhere in a fragment of DNA code. A real woman should have a child, preferably a girl, so that she could educate her on all the morals codes She had received her living doll to play with, brushing her hair. No, you're just gonna teach your daughter to marry someone older. That's what's gonna happen. You had to busy yourself with something to feel your existence or to access to some kind of eternal fantasy. It depended. This need a project as a couple or just an implicit order that came from within. Ambre had read and seen everywhere that those who didn't want kids would automatically be unhappy without realizing it, immature, almost handicapped by selfishness or neurosis. True love should bear fruits just as the princess should be revealed only by a prince. That's where Cinderella's myth lay. Amber didn't know yet, but the clock had started ticking long ago, and it was dangerously approaching its final moment.